Yay, live videos. So, as usual, I just got done with my yoga practice. Day 20 on Yoga with Adrienne. And like what I like most about this practice is that it's different every day. Like some days we work on like building heat within the body, and today it was more just about synchronizing breath with movement. And I really, really appreciated that, and I needed that. I've had a really intense day. That's actually what I'm going to talk about today, are challenges. I'm doing a challenge to grow my Facebook group, and each day, it's a 5-day challenge, and each day there's something else and something more, and it's intense. Let me tell you what, I spent most of the day doing it. But yeah, which brings me to what I'm talking about today. Challenges. And each day we face challenges, because of course if life were just easy, what's the point in living it? Each day, it doesn't matter who you are, even if you have all of the money in the world or most of the money in the world, you're still facing challenges. Like that one guy, didn't somebody say that he had 6 hearts, he had to get 6 heart transplants or whatever? Hashtag challenges, okay? Sounds extremely challenging to me. But the reason why we go through them and we experience them is so that we can grow. And that's something that I learned today. And although the challenge was really difficult, not even really difficult, it was just challenging, for lack of a better word. I really had to pull out all the stops. I really had to think. I had to think outside the box, that I had already placed myself in with my own limiting beliefs, and saying that, oh, well, this is how it is and this is my business. But I made a lot of changes today. As you know, I changed my Instagram name to reflect the new changes that I made with my Facebook group. I still may change it again, but who knows? We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, what else? I wrote it all down. And the growth that came from this challenge so far, and only day 2, has been amazing. And let me see, what other challenges do I have? Oh yeah, co-parenting. Co-parenting is a huge challenge because I'm me, right? I have no control over the other person that I decided to create a child with. And of course, it's a lot easier when you're in a relationship with that person, because I feel as though they're more accommodating. There's a lot more back and forth. But when you're not in a relationship with that person that you created a child with, it's, again, rather challenging to parent, to go through life, because I want to make all these decisions, and yet I still have to check in with somebody else. And when you don't communicate, well, that's where problems arise. But the challenge of co-parenting is making me a better parent. It's making me a better listener. It's because I could just relax into it and just be like, I don't care about this, whatever. But I do care about it, because I care about my son, because I care about my own inner peace and my own inner well-being, and I refuse to let things shatter it, which is why I have ceased drinking and smoking, and I am pretty, straight edge, I suppose you could call it. And because of that, because I refuse to allow anything to get into my head like that, it requires a lot more work in the outside world, as opposed to just internalizing everything and smoking and just getting rid of it. Oh, who's here? Oh, hello. As opposed to just getting rid of it and covering up my emotions with substances, I have to actually talk to people and tell them when I feel uncomfortable. Like earlier today. Oh, hi Diane Dadula. Hey girl, hey Mackenzie. I'm just talking about challenges and how much better I am for the challenges that are in my life and in my head and that are going on. But yeah, so earlier today, our house was completely trashed. And I'm the kind of person that picks up as I go because when I see a big mess, I get really overwhelmed and it causes me anxiety. So I got all like, and I lashed out. I said, "Will you help me? Will you please help me clean?" And then he got all upset and things. And I was like, I'm not trying to say like you're not helping, but I'm just talking to you and telling you that I'm uncomfortable and that when I see a big mess, I get overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed and I don't know where to start. So as opposed to you cleaning the house and then I cleaning the house, what if we just cleaned it together? Because I feel like if I had a partner in it, then I would do so much better. And after, I was just being vulnerable like that and just being like, I feel overwhelmed. We kind of both just like stopped and thought about it, and we had to go run an errand anyway, but it's important to communicate, and it's important to talk about what ails you, and it's important to just to be vulnerable and to discuss how you feel. Even if you feel like the person's not going to understand you, that person has feelings too. We all have feelings and emotions. And I bet you $100 that person that you're communicating with, if you say, I feel overwhelmed, that is something that, boom, connection. Instantly they know what that overwhelmed feeling feels like. And they can do things about it. And so those are some of the things that I'm just realizing I have to get better at when I am not under substances. If I'm sitting here high as hell, like, who cares? I don't care. Like, whatever. Go in the house. Let it be how it is. But no, things bother me now, and things get to me. And when they get to me, I have to talk about it and get it taken care of. So now our house is clean. Still have to do a bunch of laundry, but that takes time. One other thing, I read 2 amazing quotes today that I would love to discuss. One of them is, oh my gosh, I love it. It says, wanting to be anywhere else disempowers me. Wanting to be anyone else disrespects me. Wanting something other than the lessons I am learning is a waste of my precious energy. I love this quote because I am always the person that is like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be here. I want to be here. I'm always thinking about the tropics and what it's like, when it's going to be like when I'm finally there and whatnot. And like, that's okay to still have my goals and dreams and ambitions. But at the same time, it's taking away the fact that I am here and I need to be present here in this life, in this body, in this place, so that I can learn my lessons here, so that I can move on. And it goes back to that idea of challenges. Why would I ever want to be like, oh my God, your life is so much better than mine? How is that even a thought? Because that disrespects me. I am awesome, and I am here, and I am worthy, and I deserve. And all of these things, and it's like learning to be okay with the enough that I have. It's definitely another one of my challenges, and one of the things that I have to consciously think about. I'm just a person. I'm just a human. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are all about fasting, which is great. I would love to fast, but I can't fast. Or it's not that I can't fast. Whoa. Let me just back that train on up. It's not that I can't fast. It's that I am currently nursing. And so there's a heavy strain placed on my body, and when I don't eat on a regular interval, I suffer. My milk supply suffers. I am unable to take care of my daughter as well. And so right now I am playing the role of mommy, and I'm playing my role anyway, my idea of mommy, and I am doing what I can for her and for myself as well. But beforehand, I loved fasts and enemas and cleaning out my body. And those people that are holding that high vibration, like, good for you, man. I think that you're doing great things for the earth and for the planet. But what I'm doing for my own life is I'm at least not consuming animals and being very conscious of what I put in my body and how I treat my body, which is why I do my yoga. I have to do yoga. I swear it does things to me that it helps to focus my mind. It helps me to not, I don't want to say forget the things that are going on throughout the day, but it helps me to at least focus my attention and to be a better mom and to be a better me. Not better than anyone else, but better than what I know I would be like if I didn't do the yoga. And what else did I want to say for that? Wanting something other than the lessons I am learning is a waste of my precious energy. And oh my God, it is. My energy is precious and amazing and worthwhile. And I deserve to sit with myself in it. Actually, when I'm done with this video, I'm going to sit for a couple minutes. Hi, darling. I see you here. I'm not done yet. I told him that I'm not here for an hour, one entire hour. So I'm not here. You don't see me. My partner just popped on. I'm not here. But anyway, the other quote that I read earlier today that I would love to discuss is, I'm just trying to take better care of my spirit in a world that encourages energy dismantlement. And this quote, I read it like immediately before coming on. I wrote it down. I was like, oh my gosh, I totally need to talk about that. But it's so true. I'm just trying to take care of my spirit. Everywhere I turn in the world, and most of the people I talk to are all about tearing down the spirit and getting rid of it and avoiding it and all of these things. But I feel like I have to take care of me. If I don't take care of me, who is going to take care of me? Who is going to be here for me if I don't at least show that I show up for myself? How could I expect anybody else to? And that's another reason why I do yoga. And I eat as well as I can. Let's be honest here. I live in a world that encourages energy dismantlement. Like, just dismantle yourself. Just fracture yourself and spread yourself so thin, and so that you can't rise, so that you don't know what's happening, so that you just let life pass you by and you end up sleepwalking through it. I just can't sleepwalk through life. It was one of the first things that I learned, actually, when I started my my entrepreneurial journey, was that couple things are, I cannot lie to myself. You do not lie to yourself, because if you're lying to yourself, then you're not telling yourself the truth of what you can actually accomplish and what you can actually provide is in service to these individuals that are coming to you, that are paying for you. And the next thing, the one that I really was important about, is you cannot sleepwalk through life. And I remember I read it and I was kind of stoned. And I was like, wait a minute, what does that mean? No more sleepwalking through life. Wake up. Be conscious. Be here. Be present. It really struck me. Because I feel like a lot of our society is like, oh, wine it out, wine with the girls, getting drinks, smoke weed every day, and it just encourages that more unconscious, sleepwalking type life. And one of the things that one of the metaphors that I keep replaying again in my head is the one of the hand in the fire. If your hand is in the fire and you're numb, how do you know to move it, right? You need to feel pain in order to recognize that your hand is in danger. Oh, I need to move that. Pain is a sensation. Pain is necessary. We experience pain. Everybody experiences the pain of getting new teeth when they're a baby. That's a human thing. We all get teeth. It hurts. And we get teeth. How many times we get teeth? Twice. 2 times we get teeth. And it hurts. It hurts us every time. But it's important. Childbirth. I don't want to say that childbirth hurts, because let me tell you, after my last childbirth, I swear to God, it did not, when they say orgasmic birth and ecstatic birth, that was totally my last birth. But a lot of women experience pain in childbirth because you have to, just like the mighty seed, you have to be broken all the way open in order for beauty to come through. If we just stay still and we stay numb, like what is the point in that? I was eating a big old watermelon. What time? What was that? Okay, we're good on time. I was eating that big old watermelon and all these seeds are there. And I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like what's happening with the human race. Like maybe we're all in just one big watermelon and some big being is just coming through and just eating and eating and eating, and none of the seeds ever get planted into the ground to become another watermelon plant. But maybe there's a couple of them that do make it. And that's okay. Because it's my choice to live this way, to live consciously, and it's my choice to live my life on my terms as I see fit, just as it's some other person's choice to live self-servingly and to fill their body with garbage and to pollute their system. That's their journey, and I would like people to respect me on my journey. Therefore, I will respect another on their journey. And that's the most beautiful part about all this. Focusing, again, on myself and being so self-centered. Self-centered. I'm self-centered. I'm focused on me so that I'm not passing judgment and hampering or getting in the way of somebody else's journey. I think that that's really important. But yeah. So let me talk about what I talked about. Let's see. First, challenges. Challenges are great. Challenges help you to grow. Like this challenge that I'm in for my Facebook group. I am growing and getting more clear on who I want in my group. I'm doing great, excellent things here, and I never ever would have even imagined that these things could have been possible. But I had to do the challenge, and I had to put my effort into it. Challenges are great. I'm growing. Love challenges. And then the quote, wanting to be anywhere else disempowers me. Wanting to be anyone else disrespects me. Wanting something other than the lessons I am learning is a waste of my precious energy. I am here to learn lessons. I am here to love myself. I am here to be of service. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to be me. I'm here to be in this spot until I'm not in this spot anymore. I am here and I am present to this. And then the last quote, I am just trying to take better care of my spirit in a world that encourages energy dismantlement. And it's so true. This whole world is just like, ruin yourself, fill yourself with garbage. Just who cares about yourself? And F your relationships and F the planet. Just destroy it, whatever. Live free, die young, whatever. But I see a different way. And the more kind that I am to myself, the better I feel. And the more kind I am to my daughter, to my son, to my partner. It's a good feeling to be kind to myself. And so I'm going to continue to do that. But it's been about 20 minutes. Thank you, everybody that has popped on to the call. I appreciate you. I think that you're great. I love you so much. I think I might start doing my live videos at 1,800 hours now. 1,800 hours. 1,800 hours. Monday through Friday, of course. I don't know. I'll play around with it. But yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. Just some of my thoughts. Remember, these are my thoughts, not yours. I hope that you have your own thoughts in your own head, and if you disagree with me, good. Challenge me. Do whatever comes naturally to you in your life. Work on yourself to be the best version of yourself. That's all we can do, right? And even if you don't want to, shoot. Ruin yourself if you want to. Whatever, it's your choice. Just be conscious about it. Okay? I love you. Thank you for being here with me today. And live video.